Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So Miami's return team will have that offense backed up. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
They'll leave it with him. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And the Canes get enough to move the chains.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you and get to the running back before he gets started.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
He's looking to throw it. Escapes trouble. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
To the air, it's Sellers. Got some room, headed to the goal line. It's a fumble. And they did not secure the football. It bounces out of bounds. It is a touchback and a turnover. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Bulldogs in the hurry up. On third down, going up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, it's Carr. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Fires to the tight end. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Gets it out quickly. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Hurricanes are on the move. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wants to throw. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. They believe they can run right here. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Rivera. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first connection.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Gets it out fast. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll try the run. Able to get one down to the 15. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this is why offenses are so hard to stop. When you have such great playmakers at the quarterback spot. 3rd down, if people are covered, what can he do? Take off, scramble, and now set this offense up with a first.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it, a lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll test the right side. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Sellers. Got his man down the middle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
That's reeled in. It's Willingham. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Going up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Trying to make magic with his feet. Makes the grab. It's Carr. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Quarterbacks nowadays are so good. With 1 second or 2 seconds, they can make really big plays. But when you give them that much time, my goodness, all of them are going to be successful.
Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On the return, it's Carr. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Fires to the middle. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
This is a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's the give off the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Hurricanes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Quick strike complete. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll try the right side. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Canes want to move quickly.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
And the Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They take the lead with the 6.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Cane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Using the quick game. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Looking for a block. It's Carr. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Off play action. Looking for space to the left. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been...
Lofts one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Canes.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it.
Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
He'll take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. It doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Now on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He holds it in and nobody's close. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds and he has the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. The aerial assault continues. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to pass on second down. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Timeout, Mississippi State. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. See if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. convert. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies, 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to...
Open runway ahead. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
It leads to second down.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
On second down, just keeps firing. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
Coming up, 4th down.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Get set, get set.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the pass will be in.